Hey, what's up everybody? This is Lee from Adventure FPV, and after a long wait, the pre-order for my RunCam Thumb Pro, the 4K version, finally arrived. And this little camera is pretty cool. I am pretty satisfied with the camera quality so far. The image quality looks pretty darn good, especially for a camera under $100. So I just took this thing out to my local testing field to do a little bit of light cruising, and I wanted to end up doing some freestyle with it too, but we're just gonna cruise here for the beginning of the pack. You can see there are some stabilization issues there. I was getting a little bit of jitter. I am using gyro flow to stabilize this footage, and I have played with the settings to try and find the best stabilization. I actually think most of the problem with the stabilization is coming from the quad itself. I am using the iFlight Chimera 4, which is my first and oldest FPV drone that I own, and it does have a little bit of issue from time to time with prop wash and just some other stability issues, so I may try and iron that out for another test here. I'm actually probably going to put together a 5 or 6 ways to get more cinematic footage out of your RunCam Thumb. The same thing that I did with the RunCam Orange. That was a pretty popular video I made, and I had a lot of requests to make this one, so here we are. As you know, the camera itself is really small and really light, so I wanted to use it on a small quad. I would be curious to see how this performs on a larger quad too, like a 5-inch or something like that. Just for people who are maybe looking to save money and they don't want to buy an expensive action camera, might be a good option for them, but I wanted to try it on a small quad since that's really kind of what this thing's made for. But I did want to go ahead and try and do a little bit of acro, so I'm going to do some power loops, some dives, some rolls, and just see how it performs. You know, the stabilization is always a little bit weird when you're doing freestyle. You can see it shifts a little bit awkwardly sometimes, and you can adjust that in gyro flow if you wanted to dial back the amount of stabilization per axis. You could definitely do that to get it tuned into your liking. So the stabilization that I chose was kind of like a medium stabilization. It wasn't real super heavy, and I think it turned out pretty good. Like I said, there's a few parts where it's a little bit wonky, but like I said, I just got this camera literally less than 12 hours ago, so this is my first flight that I've done with it. Kind of getting used to it. I'm gonna definitely work on a perfection type of video of how to get the best out of this, so stay tuned for that if you're not already subscribed to the channel. I am flying with all manual camera settings. Everything's locked in, the ISO, the white balance, the shutter speed, everything's locked in, so we're not getting any weird shifts in the color. This is color graded using Final Cut Pro. And in that video that I'm going to have upcoming, I will show you how to color grade this camera as well to get the best results out of it. I did just want to share my first impressions with you guys of this camera, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you with the flight footage. Thanks for watching.